meeting for today. The rest of the team will find us. Yep. Yes, I hope everyone is doing well this morning. Yeah, happy new month to everyone. And I hope you all have a good start to your month. Yeah, so I'll just request us to all to have our videos on as we start our meeting today. And yeah, so I've typed our topic for today in the chat. And today we want to talk about efficient and effective service delivery. Yeah, if you were here earlier, I think you had Molai speaking about how, this month we want to be able to stretch ourselves, to do more. And, that's not just for a few of us, but each and every one of us, just seeing where we can be able to fill in the gaps and do more. And there is something about each and every one of us being able to stretch ourselves to do more. I feel like it just becomes a compound effect, which in turn, we get more results than when it's just one person who is to go in the extra mile. Yeah, so for me, I'll just share my thoughts concerning this, and then we can all feel free to share our thoughts. I would say, for me, when I think about effective and efficient service delivery, I think first of all is to have them to know that actually when we are here, the work that we are doing, we're actually offering a service. We're offering a service to our clients. And even, the people that we are paying are offering a service to us. And I think it's just important to have that mindset that we're actually offering a service. And so what does that mean? That we're actually serving people? Yeah. And this is something that Molly always mentions, that we are serving people. So that means we are catering to their needs. If they've paid us to do something, and we are an accounting and auditing firm, if they've paid us to do this, then that's the work that we're doing. So I think it's first of all having that mindset, that the mindset of a servant, the mindset of somebody who wants to serve, that we're here to serve. So having that mindset, I think, is very important. And I think the second thing for me would be also the same as having this mindset, but being conscious of being able to add value. Yeah. So in everything that we're doing, for serving our clients, I think we have to have a mind of knowing that we need to add value in everything that you're doing. If we're serving our clients, we have to add value, so that we're giving them value for their money, we're giving them value for their time. And that means that they will be able to keep coming back. And that's not even just for clients, because it's not just for clients, it's also for even us as employees, that, when we're coming here to do the work that we're doing. I think Mola always mentions that we have to love being here, because we're here, I think, a good amount of hours during the day, whether you're part-time or you're full-time, you're still spending time to be here. So I think it's just important that we're just able to offer value for our clients, value for their money. Yeah. So when you understand that someone is actually putting in their time, is actually putting in their money, these are resources that are being spent. Yet you understand that you need to give them value for that. When our clients will pay us, they'll come in here for meetings. That means that they're actually spending not just their money, they're actually spending their time as well. Yeah. So it's just that mindset of, you have to be able to add value. Yeah, add value. And it just goes back to what we were being told this morning, to be able to stretch ourselves. It's actually part of our values as Moracle, that we have to be able to stretch ourselves and find new ways of being able to do things. Yeah, so for me, I think when you have that mindset, and you'll be, those are my thoughts. Anyone else can go ahead and feel free to share what they think.
That input. Mine, regarding efficient and effective service delivery, and you draw a map, a route of how to reach there. But when you are just there, then you're going to go in any direction and you are not going to end anywhere. And as you go during your day, you tick off what you've achieved, what but can I do it? Don't waste so much time dealing with something you cannot do or you don't understand, because that's just time wasting. You're wasting your time. You are cracking a nut which you're trying to crack a nut which you cannot break. So at least get somebody to give you a hand or do some understanding, some study about it. So start with the simple things. If you have a big list of things to be done, do what you can. At least tick off whatever you can, the simple ones. Because if you have so many things to be done, and some are very difficult, and you engage in that, and you take your time, go left and right, at the end of the day, you've not accomplished anything at all. Yet there are some simple ones which you could have done in our processes, because everybody is dealing with something, with the customer, with reconciliations or with calculations, that sort of thing. There are some simple ones which you can accomplish. You at least do those ones, because if somebody says, okay, how can I help you? And say, oh, I do have this and this and that and that. And then he's going to look into what you've got to do. And some of the things are really easy and you've not done them. At least do the simple ones and leave the hard ones to somebody else. Yeah, the other one is the helping of one another. We've talked about this so many times. I think Linda somehow mentioned that. Doing work in a team, there's lots of different complex stuff. And we have very experienced people here. Please try to help one another. If somebody comes to you, give them a hand. Or if you tell them that I'll come back to you later, do come back to them. If you don't come back to them, they are going to keep waiting. And some maybe are juniors and that sort of thing. And then say, well, I said to them that they'll come back to me, but they never came back to me. So in a way, as a team, we are not being effective. But if we work as a team, making sure everybody is accomplishing their goals, that's what I feel efficient and effective service delivery would require. That's my contribution. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Robert. Yeah, you mentioned some very, very important points. Thank you. Yeah. Anyone else can just go ahead and share.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Morning, Sashide.
So, I was thinking about this topic, and when I hear efficiency, what comes to my mind is how to use our resources in the best way, so we don't waste anything. I mean, the time, the energy, and I think in my idea, an efficient service, an efficient service delivery is something that focuses on delivering by meeting the deadlines, and don't waste anyone's time, the customer and the clients. So I think it needs a workflow, a work environment, which there are procedures, there are some structures that helps you to don't waste the resources you have and your time, and do it efficient. And about effectiveness, about having an effective service, I think first thing is that you understand the need of your client and customers. So your product, your service will be effective because you meet their needs, and you deliver something that provide a solution to the client, the customers needs and problems. So I think it's the result of this thing is that the customers will be satisfied, the level of their satisfaction will be high. And I think the other aspect of having effective service delivery is that you have to build lasting relationships between you and your clients, something that they will, you are sure that they will come back to you because, I think it's important that your service delivery is in a way that has a long-term impact on the client. So, it makes them to come back to you. It's, kind of loyal, they will be loyal to your services, to your company. So when you build these lasting relationships and build this trust, and also what we talked about before about adding I think your services has to add value to your client in a way. I don't know, I mean, you have to add something to them so they feel the need that come back to you. So in that case, I think your services are effective and efficient. So that's what I think about this topic. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Sapide. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, someone else can go ahead and share what they think about this. I'll just type the topic in the chat for those of us who are just joining in. Yeah, we're talking about efficient and effective service delivery today. And yeah, for those who joined in earlier, I think you had Mola saying that how this month, it's the beginning of a new month and we need to stretch ourselves in serving our clients. Yeah, so we're just sharing our thoughts on this topic. Yeah, someone else can just go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. So,
Good morning.
I want to add few things to this topic: efficient and effective service delivery. So, for like for a company, like client is a customer is a main important person. Like if there is no customer, there is no company, I would say. So efficient and effective service delivery is important uh, to run a company in the long term. Yeah. For this,
Yeah.
first thing is like we need to understand our customers. Like customer may need like different things. Like we have many clients, I can say. So they need many things. So first of all, we need to understand what they require. Like some people may need some different softwares, and some people may need uh, some different communications, I would say. And like we need to be, you know. Adapt everything, like some people may be available only through email, and some people may available through calls. And so like we need to adapt the customer needs, like yeah. So the next thing is like we need to set realistic goals, as Robert mentioned. Yeah, if you can't do that uh, work, and if we set the goal and we are not able to do that, so there will be nothing, and if you don't achieve that, like it will be a very lost the company also at the month end or year end. So, and the third thing is like embrace technology. So nowadays we have seen like technology is improving a lot. So we need to give maximum, make customer uh, life easy. So we need to improve our technology in every aspect and give the service, give the give service to the customer in all possible ways. Yeah. And the next thing is like prioritizing training and development. So in a company, there like nowadays, like everything is changing. So to know those things, company needs to have a training sessions like we have on Thursdays. So we'll get some updates like what is going on, like what present, like you know what customer needs, and what we need to improve in coming days, so that we can have some idea. Yeah, I can say. And the next thing is like continuous improvement and evaluation. So this is the main thing every employee need and every company need. So if we don't improve or we don't evaluate ourselves, there will be customer dissatisfaction also, because if we give same service, if we give some and customer may don't like uh, in every year. But so in coming years, we need to change the aspect of customers, and we need to think about what they need, and we need to improve. And yeah, we need to know where we need to improve. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sukesh. Yeah, it's very important for us to be able to improve our services. That's something that's actually very important, that you can't be doing things the same way year in, year out. There has to be some improvement, to our services to be able to make them faster and more efficient. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, anyone else can just feel free to go ahead and share their thoughts on this. Yes, guys, the floor is open to anyone. Feel free to share what your thoughts are.
Good morning. Sorry. Good morning, everyone.
Morning. Sorry
Alright.
about the call.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, this is really pivotal to any delivery of a service or product, efficient, and the topic is efficient and effective service delivery, meaning that we have we are utilizing the resources available in a very economic way or in an efficient way, and at the same time we are delivering it in the way that the customer is expected. In fact, in other words, we are delivering quality. Some people define the quality as quality is what the customer wants. At times we may want something or feel, okay, this is what I want that customer to have. In some cases, it's possible to sell your idea to the customer and they take it on. But in most of the cases, it's by taking the customer where they are and either improving on it and okay, delivering what they need in a way that they are expecting, because there is customer expectation. What are they expecting? So if we keep improving on that expectation and delivering it in the right way, then we are going to be relevant to this customer. They are not going to go to look around. In fact, some of these points you've already mentioned. For example, if they want you and and you are there when they want you, or you are at you have actually, you are proactively given the service that they expected, but you have given it in a very efficient way to serve them, rather to save them resources, and to ensure that you are adding value to it. Once we identify that and we keep tweaking that, then we are going to be relevant to this customer, and eventually we are going to can I say call it lobby? Actually, we are going to win their loyalty. They will be loyal. They will always be coming to us, and they will be saying, well, yeah. And I think here at Moracle, that's what we are trying to achieve. In fact, these meetings, one, they are encouraging us to be able to be good communicators, and number two, to be able to see what are the ideas do we have in order for us to improve ourselves, to improve our PLC, PLC. And also it's been talked about continuous personal development. That's very, very important, because as we continue asking ourselves, or maybe at the end of the day, have I actually delivered it in the way? Have I done that well? Have I spoken to the customer the way I should have done? Or have I left out something? Yeah, in other words, pouring out, being there for the person. Sometimes when we talk about customer, it's not about just even the external customers, even inside customers. Again, I think Robert talked about if somebody comes in, like the juniors or the interns, if they come in and then they want you and they say, okay, I'll come back, and then you don't come back. Then those are the customers. Those are your customers. And if you don't come back to them, or you don't deliver on that, there is that dissatisfaction. So in here, what I would say in short is that, one, we have to identify what is quality to this customer, quality to this person I'm serving, and we then gravitate, we pivot that with whatever we do in order to tweak it in such a way we are becoming more relevant on a daily basis. Last but not least, let's identify those things that are not going to change in the next 10 or so years for this customer. What are those things that are not going to change? And then those are the ones we tweak so that we can make them better. We make them better. I would say, for example, I would just use an example here of Amazon. You see this Amazon, why the guys have taken the market so far is that they realized one of their service is actually to deliver items. You know, when these drones came on, they just tested. They were among the first companies to test to use the drones. So they knew, okay, if now we are ahead of everyone by delivering this parcel, everyone is going to come to us. And indeed, I don't know, it's possible that each one of us has used Amazon. You order today, and when it says it will be delivered tomorrow, it will be tomorrow. You know, what they say is what they is it talk the walk or walk the talk? I always sometimes confuse those two, you know. So whatever they say, they will do. So when we say we are delivering on it, let's delivering on it, and then we are going to be relevant and all the time. We will also have a situation where people are going to say, go to Moracle, go to so-and-so, is going to really solve your problem. Yeah, that's my addition. Thank you.
Thank you, James. Thank you for your contribution and the points that you have mentioned. Anyone else wants to go ahead and share anything?
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, no.
Sorry. So, for me, I believe for us to be effective and efficient in terms of delivery of service, we have several things that we should put in place. Everyone, as we are here as a team, you know, whenever you see we always say we discuss with our clients, because you know, one of the key things that we need to be putting in place is like in terms of us communicating with this client, we need to be clear whenever we're communicating with them, because these people, let me say, you might want to do it your own way, but they have their own way that they want you to do it. So you will hear whenever you send out an email to this client or you have a discussion with them, you will hear, if more, I will just ask you, did you copy me on that email? You know, the reason being is that the communication should be very, very clear whenever you're discussing with them, because one of the key things here is that when sending out email and then let me say your managing director or your immediate boss is not copying that email, the contradiction there, you think, you know, because if you are trying to send out an information and then maybe they might go again and say, okay, you know what, I did not receive this, I did not receive this. This is something that is very important in terms of you communicating with your client. You know, you might have the privilege to discuss with some of your clients on WhatsApp, but that is not professional. So it's very important. It's not that professional for you to discuss. You know, there are certain things that I'm doing. We have a client that I'm working, which of course, most of the things that we're doing, we talk, we discuss on WhatsApp. You hear more like say, did they copy an email? And I will say, no, we discuss it on WhatsApp. They just smile. Say, that's undone. So we need to put the communication. That's why we have an email address. The email, we should always utilize the email whenever we are discussing with clients. So because by so doing, it makes the communication to be effective and it makes our our service to be effective and it makes it to be efficient, because each and every person that needs to be on that email will be copied and then they will see what is going on with the client. You might be doing something that is not right, but if your boss is copy on that email, sincerely, they will come out and say, okay, I saw your email going out. What are you trying to achieve on this? What do you want to accomplish? That's how we deliver an effective and efficient service to our client. So in terms of communication is very key. Another thing again is that you know, if we want to deliver a service, because if you take a look at Moracle, we have more than 40 clients or so, or 50 or 60 clients that we are working with. So, and if we are not utilizing the technology, the tools that we have within this environment, this working environment, we will not be able to deliver all of this service. We will not be able. So that is it's key again in terms of us utilizing or leveraging our these tools in terms of the QuickBooks, the digital, the Zero that we are using, anything so far that we are using here. We need to understand how they operate. We need to understand how they work, because it's key. It's very, very important, because it enables us also to be updated, or for us to be following the trend. So you see, it's very important. Another thing again, whenever I discuss on such issue, I will come up with this word. When Mola said, okay, you leave every person you meet with an impression of increase. This is also very important in terms of us delivering our service, because if our service are efficient and then they are effective, I think you have impressed this client. So you see, it's very key for us to embrace effective and efficient service delivery. It's important. Another thing again, because we might be overwhelmed with tasks, different tasks everywhere. If we want to give our service, if we want to deliver effective and efficient service, we need to set clear objectives. Are these clients, in terms of the Moracle standard that we are operating on, the management information system, the background, when it talks about the background information, the mission, the vision, the objective, or the value, or the standards of this client that we are working with, their objectives, are they aligned with us? Because we need to set these clear things, because we have so many clients that we are working with, but if we don't understand the objectives of these clients, we will not be able to deliver. Because if you don't understand how the clients operate, how can we deliver efficient and effective service? No, we'll not be able. So it's a key in terms of us understanding how the clients operate, how they are doing their work. We need to understand their mission. We need to understand the vision, the values, and the standard. So let me just the objective of this client. Because if we don't know these things, we will not be able to deliver effective and efficient services. So you see, it's very, very important. So for me, this is my own take on this topic. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you so much, Noah. Thank you for sharing. Yes, Molay, do you want to share something before we?
Yes, just a quick one. I'm just tracking messages here and calls, but that's okay. It's a very good topic, and it's interesting to hear, people's input and intake, which is good. Again, I will encourage, each and everyone, to have say, in this conversation is very important, because this is the idea of these meetings. Again, I want to remind people, yes, these meetings, yes, have been going on, for as long as I remember. Yeah, so it's not just starting. Yes, I'm telling you guys. Yeah, it's deliberate. It's deliberate. For the Moracle, the way we do things here is different. And I stand here, and talking to you guys about this, wherever I go, and I talk about this, what we do here, I'm telling you, we stand out, we're different. Yeah, for so many good reasons. You understand? So I will encourage people, to show up. Yes, and then, to contribute, because it's for all. We're not talking about, double entry here, debit, an invoice or credit, the bank, or credit notes, that's not what we're talking about here. Yeah, we're talking about, like, for example, this topic, yes, how to deliver an efficient service to a client. Think about it. Yesterday I went out, and I have to say this to you again. For the guys who I spoke to yesterday, you will hear me emphasizing this. It's like a 9-hour round trip I did yesterday. 9 hours traveling. Yes. From home all the way to Swansea and back. 9 hours traveling. Well, I could have decided to just sit back here, and say, you know what, the 9 hours, sorry, I'm not gonna stress myself. I'm just gonna relax here, and do, the easy, and give an excuse or whatever it is. But you see, I am prepared, to move, myself, to an uncomfortable position. Yes. It's got to be uncomfortable. Yes. We cannot always just relax or rely on the comfortable, side of us. If we do, we're not growing. Yes. And when we are doing these things, we are doing this, in having the clients in our mind. Yes. So when I was going down there, whatever the situation that was going to happen to me, yeah, it's not going to matter. Yeah, I just want to go down there and do what I want to do. So it's the same, to deliver the efficient service. You understand? There's so many things that are going to try and stop you. Yes, and your colleagues, client behavior, their mood swing, the weather. Yes, it's going to try and stop you, but you are going to say no, sorry. Come rain or sunshine, yes, this is what, I am going to do. I decided I was going to do this. So that decision, yeah, to go the extra mile, that extra mile, it does help. This morning, I know I'm telling you, I feel a little bit, heavy, but I'm telling you, inside me, like you talk about my soul, my soul, it says, yes, I'm telling you, it's a big tick, having done this. Yes. So I'm asking, particularly this month, I'm appealing to each and every one of, including myself, to go the extra mile. And that extra mile, is got to be with intent. Yeah, not just do it, for the sake of it, or something just landed on you. Don't do it that way. That will be an intention. Yeah, that you want to take it, to the next level. Yes. What is it that you want to take to the next level? Ask yourself, particularly, here at Moeco, as I say, we do things differently. And I'm telling you, every time or wherever I go, when I talk about how we do things here, and I'm telling you, they say, well, so how do you cope with all of this? Yeah, where do you find all the time to do all of this? How do you, the amount of training that we're doing here, you understand the amount of exposure that we're giving to guys here, the amount of freedom that we give to colleagues here, yes, the amount of trust, yes, that we accord to people, you understand? We trust everyone, as I say, hold on, what's the big deal? You understand? Accountant and the environment, yeah, is one that is full of mistrust. Yes, and it's for good reasons. Yes, and yesterday, I will share some other news with you guys. I'm telling you, well, no, sorry, see, I'm always wanting to talk good things. Yeah, but this is a challenging one. Where a client of ours, is reporting that the accountant you understand, as defaulted the organization. Think about it. Their accountant has defrauded the organization. Okay. Think about it here. Yeah. You want to begin to say, hold on, how does that happen? An accountant, yes, who has gone through, a qualification, he's done whatever it is, he's working hard, and now he's gone to the point where he's now, defrauded in an organization. I don't know the full extent here, but I'm just bringing this to, our attention. You understand? What we're talking about, being efficient, and whatever it is that we're doing, you understand? You're not doing, certain things, for the sake of doing it. Oh, well, I've done the bank reconciliation, so that's it. Oh, I reconcile. Oh, it's zero. Oh, I've done, I've looked at the, here's the account, I've done that bit, and this is where it is, what are you able to, to bring to the table, being an accountant? Yeah, when you're doing the bank reconciliation, are you actually looking, you understand, and understanding that this, if something goes wrong here, if somebody, I've taken money here for the wrong purposes, I can pick it up. Yes, and that's the kind of stuff I'm asking for us to go that extra mile. You understand? It's not the long hours, sitting down and trying to do something or whatever it is, yeah? Or, you hear me jumping on you and say, Mola, Robert, James, or, Sukesh, I want you to help me to try. Yes, yes, is there. But I'm just saying, that extra mile, it means that, for every client that you touch, yes, you yourself, you're satisfying yourself to say, you know what, I think, I've done some justice here, going a little bit extra mile. Yeah, putting yourself in the shoes of that client. You understand? Just imagine how that client, what they will be feeling now, for an accountant to defraud them. Yes. I don't know what, as I said, I don't know the case, but just think about it, an accountant, would have actually, when they say defraud, then that means they've lost an asset or money or something. You understand? How has that happened? Yes. Money leaving the company's account going to somebody else's account. Yes, without any trace or maybe a benefit or legitimate. Yeah, think about it, guys. How do we spot things like this? Yes, if we're involved in doing the posting. Yes, guys, you listen to me, you guys who are posting. Yes, I know people are so, I'm telling you, eager to post. Yes, I just want to post, and I'm telling you, yeah, and I'm drawing this to your attention. Yes, posting is posting is posting. Yeah, good. Well, I'm saying to you guys, when you're posting, yes, are you going the extra mile? Yes, are you aware that this situation, I could be, in a compromising situation, aiding and abetting. I'm posting a transaction where I don't have proper invoice for, and I'm posting that transaction. You understand? That could be you aiding and abetting. I'm posting the transaction here, a financial transaction, yes, that I just guess, because I saw Moracle, I think is audit. So I post it. Yeah, to audit. Yes, that is not going the extra mile, guys. Are you with me? Yes. You yourself need to be able to, when you go to bed, you can sleep. Yes. And wake up tomorrow morning, and you say, well, thank God, a new day, like today. You understand? We have to, take that into consideration. I'm asking you guys, going the extra mile. Yes, this is the month of March. Yes. Welcome a new month. Are you with me? We are different in the way we do things. And I'm telling you, I'm going to hold you guys responsible. I'm telling you, and I'm going to push you guys. I'm not apologizing for this. Yes. I want us to be different, and we are different. When I stand and talk about Moracle accountancy formula, like yesterday, I'm talking to these guys, I got all the PWCs, you got the big guys there. I'm talking about what I'm talking about. These guys are looking at me, I'm telling you, and particularly my story, the storytelling, oh gosh, I'm telling them my story, and they're looking at me, oh boy, you can see the queue, these young people coming to wanting to talk to me. If you see the queue, I'm telling you, they have to come and beg me more, like, please, can we process them quickly, and stuff like that. Yes. And but there are other people out there, in the room, waiting, showcasing. But that's what I'm trying to say. Yes. And when we're doing these things, we're doing it authentically. It's coming from somewhere that you've experienced, and don't be shy to talk about it. Yes. Because there's somebody else there gonna be touched. Yeah, in a way. That's the extra mile I'm asking. Yes. That's the extra mile. You got something that you're blessed with, and you're holding it to yourself. Yes. And that's the other extra mile I'm asking you guys. Yeah. To know that you got something unique, you understand, you know it inside out, and you're able to pass it on. Yeah. It's the extra mile. Yes. Because if you hold it to yourself, my friend, let's be honest, the law of circulation, you're stopping it. Yes. And the law of circulation says when you get something, allow it to flow, so you open up, for something new to come in. Yeah. But if you hold it, and you're holding it, whatever it is that you're holding, money or whatever it is that you're holding, knowledge, contact or blessings, if you're holding it, it's not good. Yeah. Allow it to flow. Let it flow. Are you with me? Let it flow. Yeah. You are not the originator. It came from somewhere. You understand? Unto you. You understand? Allow it to go. Yes. And so I'm telling you guys, there's so much that is out there. There's so much that we all know that. Yes. And to be able to give back, in a certain way, like the way we're doing here, I'm telling you, it's the extra mile. Yes. I know it's difficult with some people, people are trying to get their balance, and the financial pressures are there, family pressures there, I mean, my team here, when I'm talking to Linda, Sepede or, Alert, and all the guys who are not yet non-accounting, they will become accounting soon. I'm telling you, accounting soon. I'm telling you, because, this is a lot of things will be rubbing off. I'm telling you, passing on to them. Yeah. And if they don't become accountants, their family members, or their children will become accountants. I'm telling you. Yes. Okay. That's how it is. But we need to. Yes, we need to, guys. We are different, and the way we're doing things, it's got to be different. Yes, and you got to believe in it. Yes. And one thing I want to remind you guys, what we are doing at Moracle here, I want you guys to really believe in it. Yes. Seriously. Yeah. What we're doing here, the training, the work, like the Moracle accountancy formula, that we're doing here, I'm telling you guys, you got to believe in it. For you to deliver the service, to a client, an efficient service, yes, you got to understand, that the Moracle accountancy formula is the key. Yes, it's the key. Yeah, and if you're not able, to apply this, consistently, ask yourself, yes, why not? Yes, if you've been here, yes, for a long period of time, yes, let me say, over 6 months, and you're not able to, you understand, particularly, those stage 1 and stage 2. Yeah, if you're not able to do it, ask yourself and say, why am I not able to do it? Yes. But don't see it, yes, because that is the foundation that you need. Yeah, for you to deliver the efficient service. Yeah, you got to understand, who the client is. Yes. And if that client is not the top, yesterday, I hope they'll give me some of those pictures, that I was drawing yesterday, as I was being in the creative mood, and one of my training is to be creative, How do you create, something, like I keep saying to them, I don't compete with anybody, sorry, PwC, this big companies, whatever it is, what makes them big is because they decide, 5, 20 or 100 people decide to come together, you understand, with one agenda, to say, well, let's run this accounting practice. That's why they're big. Yes. Well, we could do more, could become like them, Yeah. All of us here, how many of us now? 15 of us. If we all agree that we're going to be partners in Moracle, I'm telling you, we're going to be, seriously, all of a sudden, we become big. Yeah. And let me let you guys know, yeah, we're open to partners. Yeah. If you want to become a partner in Moracle, you understand? Yes, you can join. Yeah, you can come in. But for them to say, oh well, we are big, we start to compete with KPMG or these big guys. No, sorry, we don't compete. It's to create And yesterday, I was doing some creative things yesterday. Simple for these young people to understand. Yeah, think about it, guys. This, I don't know who was talking about, the attention we pay to staff, to clients. Yeah, Shukesh, I think, mentioned that. I think Noah mentioned that. James, I think you mentioned that. If you take this equation, this simple equation, you understand, where you say the client, yeah, is there, and I had, they gave me three stuff yesterday, boxes, and I say, top here is the client. In the middle here, yeah, you got the Moracle. Yes. And then at the bottom there, you got the staff, including me. Yes. Okay. And now we're trying to play this puzzle now. Yes. If you take this where the clients are, if you take the equation out, yes, take that box out, what do you have? You have just Moracle, and then you have, the staff. Are you with me? Me included. Then what you think is going to happen there? Molecule and then us. Just imagine here, we're just, talking, and then what are we talking about? Yes. We're not going to be talking about, what is happening now in the economy there, or what is, going on, on in my house, or in your house, or in your head. That's not what we're going to be talking about. Yes. We're here, yes, for one purpose. Yes. Okay. To serve who? Those clients here. Yes. So if those clients are not there, yes, then Molecule is not going to be here. And if Molecule is not here, then, we are not going to be here. We're not going to have this conversation. We might have a different conversation, but not this conversation. Because all this conversation that we're having, all this time that we're spending, guys, yes, and yes, other guys will say, well, no, sorry, this is waste of time. Why are you doing this? And I'm saying, okay, yeah, this is never going to be a waste of time. But I'm telling you, every time I stand there and talking about what we do in the morning, guys look at it and say, wow, what is like so creative, man, And but I'm telling you, as accountants, you know what they're calculating? They're calculating the number of hours, the number of people, and then times the charge out rate to say this is the amount of money that we're losing every day times 5. Okay. That should be going down in the bottom line, the profit. So really, that should be going down to the profitability of Moracle. You understand? Okay. That's the first thing. Short, sighted. Yes. Okay. What I'm saying to you, go back again to this formula, guys. Yeah, the extra mile I'm asking you guys to go is looking at that formula. Make it look simple. You got the clients. That's why we're here. Yes, you got Moracle. We're coming together. Moracle's got, the standards. You got the mission, the vision, the Moracle accountancy formula, all the software that we're using. That is all the Moracle. And then you got me and you. Yes. Well, yes, it's so true. If you take the people out, you understand the Moracle is not going to be there. Are you with me? And that is so true. So people are so vital. You take the people out. Yes. Moracle is not going to be there. Yes, so I understand that. But really, what we should be focusing on is on the client. Yes, we're here to serve those clients, not to serve ourselves. Yes, if it was to serve ourselves, and you do it in a different way. Yes, but the clients is what we're here to do. If that client say jump high, we say jump, he's going to say how high. I'm not saying that there's no, that you don't check, there's no balance, checks and balances. Obviously, we need that. Yes, but you know what? We need to focus here, on the client, and that's why Moracle is doing whatever it can, to be able to support, the staff, because knowing that if the staff are not equipped, if the staff don't have the right attitude, if the staff don't have the right knowledge and skills, if the staff don't have the right equipment, you understand, then it's going to be, a really, really big problem. I'll give you an example yesterday. There was somebody, was talking to us yesterday. You can see the frustration. You see this young lady, is studying SCCA, yes, she's gone the exams, he's got some experience, and it's frustrating. He's now in the UK, and there's no job. Okay. And I'm telling you that frustration, I can understand that. I was there myself. Yes. Okay. And he's just screaming and shouting, sorry, this qualification is not this. So I pull her to one side, come to my table, we're talking. Yeah, and you can see how, you know, she's so, and it's true because, you know, when you come from, you know, like our background, we know, everybody knows what you're doing. You're studying SCCA. You pass the exams, everybody have big expectations, including you. My head was so big when I passed my exams. I'm telling you, yes. I was trying to see if I can find that same heart, you know, that my head just expanded. Yes. Oh my goodness. Because you know what? SCCA, oh my goodness. You know, got that qualification. Ooh. And everybody would know. I'm telling you, everybody would know that, you know, this boy has passed his exams. I'm telling you. Yes. Now, the reality kicks in now. Okay. What is this qualification going to do for me? Yes. So I said to the lady, you know, let me give you, you know, an advice. I know, you know, you need some more exposure. Oh, I've got the experience, you know, I've done this, I've done that. I say, okay, I understand that. But you're still not able to get jobs. Yes, okay, that's the fact. Why do you think you're not able to get jobs? Oh, well, you know, it was short of talking about, you know, well, there is, you know, racism or whatever it is, you know, because me are black. Okay, I understand that. Okay, what I'm saying here, yes, just tell me, what do you think? Why do you think, you know, you have not got a job, you know, yet, you know, and you still cannot tell me any specific, and that's all okay. You know what? Let me give you another option. If you think, you know, you're good enough, yes, you got so much, you know, experience, and that you could do it, yes, why don't you go and do it your own way? You can go and set up your own practice. You understand? You can go and set up your own business. Are you with me? And you do it your own way. Yeah. You don't need to be employed. Yes. And if you want to do that, come and talk to me. I'm telling you, I'm going to help you to get practicing certificate. You understand? And I start, you know, after that, I start asking her some questions. You can see, yes, you got experience, but you don't have the relevant experience, you know, to be able to hit the ground running. Are you with me? Even the attitude, you can see the attitude there. You know, not because you got a qualification now, so that means that you can talk to people anyhow. You understand? Oh, well, I'm a CCA, you know, so you know what? You know, and sorry to the employer if you don't take me on. This kind of stuff, you know, it doesn't help. You understand? And you don't take things, you know, really, really seriously. So I'm asking, guys, it's the extra mile. Are you with me? It's the extra mile. Yeah. What does it mean to go the extra mile? It's about yourself. Yeah. This is the month of March. Yes. Okay. A new month. Yeah. Please, guys, let there be a change. Yes. You yourself, you look at what you've done in February. Yes. Self-evaluate and say, you know what? I want to double this. Yes. In my attitude, you know, in my presence, you know, showing your camera a little bit more, you understand, double it. You understand what your performance was, you know, in February. Yes. And I'm telling you, it becomes a habit. Yes. And I'm telling you, it will become a habit for all of us. It will be a habit. Yeah. And there's a lot of good stuff here. Yes. When I talk about, you know, the programs, the certification, you know, the exposure that, you know, guys get here, you know, no, they think we're not sorry, we're in a completely different. But you see, this is how we're not just set up now. Moracle was set up this way, you know, from day one, you know, to work digitally. It just happened now that, you know, everybody's accepting it now. You understand? And so the question is more like, you know, you are the only director, and the people have to ask this question, you know, they'll put me on the spot. Well, you know, you are the only guy, you know, who is signing off those audits, you know, in your farm. You know, how do you find the time to be able to do all of these things, you know, while you're traveling like this? Yeah, but, you know, I say, well, you know, is there a problem? You know, there's no problem for me. Yeah, because I can log in, you know, in my system. Yes, I can see what my guys are doing. You understand? And I got a people, you know, that I rely on and trust. You understand? And so that's the kind of system that, you know, one has in place. And all of us, you know, seriously, guys, you know, we could do better. You know, I know I could do better than, you know, I'm doing at the moment. Yes, each and every one of us could do better than we are doing at the moment. You know, to provide this efficient service, yeah, is down to us. Yeah, I go and talk to clients, and I tell you guys, I don't talk to clients or potential clients about anything else about than the Moracle accountancy formula, the way we do things here. Yeah, and that's the reason why, you know, they're giving us their jobs. Because when I explain the way we're going to serve them, yes, I'm telling you, they listen, they're saying, wow, you know, accountant never done this to us. You know, they're not even thinking about this. Yeah, just understand that. And that's the reason why they're giving us jobs. Yeah. Now, if the job comes in and you guys who are doing the job, yeah, go and do something else, yeah, then there's going to be a problem. Again, I'm asking you guys, it's the extra mile I'm asking you guys to do here. That understanding, yeah, you guys have to have it. When I go to preach about clients, to get new clients, I don't tell them anything else about the Moracle accounting formula. That's what I say to them. This is how we do things here. And I'm telling you, when you listen, to that and understand, what we're doing here, you'll see the reason why I'm telling you, clients will say, okay, we'll give you, support. We want you to become an accountant. But now, when we bring the job in, we need to do it the Moracle accountancy formula way, guys. Yes. And if we don't do it, we got conflict. And it cannot be efficient, guys. Yeah. Remember this. It cannot be efficient if we do things which is not in the Moracle accountancy formula way. It will never be efficient. It will be your own way. Yes. And it's going to be the Moracle way. As I'm saying here, I've worked for so many different accounting firms. You understand? Before I get here, I've done so many different, businesses. In my 13, 14 years when I was working. Yes, I'm telling you. Yeah. And you guys will know I'm not a lazy guy. I'm telling you. Yes. Oh gosh. Lazy is not, it's not close to me. It never come close to me. Seriously. Yeah. And so I'm just saying, saying that people are lazy, but I'm just saying, yeah, think about it, guys. Yes. You got to be able to get these hands really, dirty. Yeah. To know so much and to respect, whatever it is that you are going to do, applying it to the molecular accountancy formula. Yes, it will make a lot of difference. Yes, you make mistakes. Yes, we'll talk about mistakes. The accountant and the auditor. And these guys, they don't tolerate mistakes. So well, hold on, what's the big deal? Yeah, you make a mistake, you make a mistake. Yes, as long as you don't, like talk about fraud, your fraud can be a mistake. Yes, fraud is not a mistake. It's a deliberate action. Are you with me? But for you to make a mistake where you're supposed to post an entry, and it went somewhere else, or you want to say something, in a different way, yeah, you can make that mistake, And when you make that mistake, own up that you made a mistake and say, I'm sorry. Yes. Accountants, we're not trained to say sorry. Because it's like when you say sorry, then the whole world is gonna come crumble down, Well, we are human beings. Yes, we make mistakes. Yes, we drop the ball. This morning, thank God for God's mercies. I could have woken up, in a different, the wrong side of the bed. You understand? And then now, robot is trying to stop me. Simon, no, sorry, I'm telling you, I'll bulldoze you. I'm telling you. In the way I talk to you, or the way I, just for the sake of God, I'm telling you, I'll come back against no more. I don't do it. What's the point? Robot is just a human being like me. Why take care out a robot? Are you with me? Yes, but human beings have got a tendency, to behave that way. So we drop the ball. But when we drop the ball, we come back and say sorry. And I'm telling you guys, we need to be able to do that. Yes. When you know that you've made a mistake, yes, you're gonna apologize. You're gonna say, take responsibility for it. Again, that's the extra mile, guys. Yes. You're gonna make mistakes. Yes. You cannot continue making mistakes. But those mistakes, I'm telling you, they're becoming, slightly different. Yes. Yeah. It cannot be the fundamental mistakes, when you make those fundamental mistakes, then that's where it's costly. Yeah. Yeah. But even there, I'm saying to you, when you make fundamental mistakes, you will know that it's a fundamental mistake if you draw back, well, I need to go back again to the drawing board. Yes. When you're supposed to debit, and you credit something, then that's fundamental. Yes. Okay. Yeah. And you can still change it. Yeah. But you know that next time you cannot do it again though. Yes. You cannot. Yeah. But other mistakes will come up. Yeah. So I'm telling you guys, we need to, be human. Yeah. And talk, respect your colleagues. When you're talking to your colleagues, that respect, show it. That's where we go to standards, molecular accountancy standards. Yeah. respect those standards. Yeah, apply those standards. And when you're giving examples, apply it. Yeah, and that's the advice I'm going to give to you guys. You know, when you're giving examples, I know there are lots of things out there, you know, that we need to be aware of. But think about it, you're spending 8 hours here, you know, on a daily basis, say 5 days a week, for example, you know, and then you're serving clients. Yes. You got to be able to make sure that, you know, those examples, you know, are focusing on that molecular accountancy formula. Yes. That's how you become second nature. If you want to do it here and you want to make it here and you want to be efficient here, then that's how you're going to do it. Because when you move from here and go and do it somewhere else, even me, if you took me now, you know, and take me to anywhere else now, even with my number of years experience, I'm telling you, if I try to do molecular accountancy formula way, it's not going to work. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I have to go to adapt because I'm making that big decision to say, yeah, this is not about molecular accountancy formula anymore. Yes, now you let's go. Yes, that's where you call now vulnerability now. You know, we've got to be vulnerable. Yeah, and when we got the SCCA, you know, or when we're working towards SCCA, vulnerability is not part of us. You know, well, you know, we are like God. You know, we're telling people where to get off. Yes, no, sorry, be vulnerable. That's the extra mile. Because now, if I'm not vulnerable, I cannot take in, you know, what I've been told. I got this block. Yes, I know everything. You know, I got so much experience. You know, this is the way it should be done. Yeah, okay. Be vulnerable. Yes, but not to the point where, you know, somebody can come and push you left, right, and center. Though no, I'm not meaning that kind of vulnerability. Yes, but you know what? You go open, you know, to new ideas. It's the extra mile. The month of March, let it be like this. Yes, be vulnerable so you can take new things on. You can question, you know, why you're here. Yeah, why, you know, you want to do this. Yeah, the love for what you do. Yes, and it's got to be so clear. And if that love is not there for what you do, you know, where, you know, I love that bit, you know, in the self-confident formula where you say, I sign my name to this formula. You understand? Well, I've done it. I'm proud that you have done it the way it should be done. So I'm going to sign my name. Yes. And if somebody comes and asks me a question, I'll say, yes, I signed my name. I did not ask Linda to sign it for me, you know, or less. I signed it myself, you know, so I believe it, I stand by it. But however, if it's something is not okay there, I can take responsibility for it. Yeah. I'm big enough. Yeah, don't shy about it. But please be when you come down here, you know, just losing that guard. Yes, lose the guard. You know, let the guard, drop. You know, so you can take this new stuff. Yes, even for you guys who are coming in, you know, trying to learn from, you know, from stage one or whatever it is, you know, or you're studying. Yeah, and yeah, go the extra mile. Let your guard drop. You know, come down. You know, and then want to do more. I want to learn. Yes. And for you guys who are starting, you know, coming into the profession, yes, working towards your qualification, yes, get that qualification out of the way. Yes, seriously, get it out of the way. Yes, working and studying. Don't just say, well, okay, I'm just going to work, get the experience. You know, the market is too brutal out there. Seriously, yes. You get so much experience and no qualification. I'm telling you, the market is really, really not going to be, you know, liking you. Seriously, if this is what you want to do. Yeah. And again, there's a formula you hear me talking about. You get a qualification and you don't get the experience, it's a problem. Yes? You get the experience and you don't have the qualification, it's a problem. Yes? Okay? Now you say, well, okay, you got the qualification, you get the experience. What do you think? Well, you say, well, there's no problem anymore. Well, I'm done. Yes? Well, more problem. Yes? Why? Because so many people out there have got the qualification, have got the experience. Yes. So now you got so many people out there, you know, and now going out. The jobs are there, but you know what? You know, you want, you know, good paying jobs, you know, and jobs that, you know, will give you, you know, everything that you were been aspiring to. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, for me, I would love to be in that situation where I got that problem, where I've got the qualification and I've got the experience. Are you with me? Yeah, let me have that problem, but I don't want that problem where I've got the qualification and no experience, or I've got the experience and don't have the qualification. That is, I'm telling you, it's a prison that you find yourself. Yeah, so I'm encouraging guys, as you're doing the work here, yeah, please, take the qualification seriously. If this is what you really want to do, yes. I know it's not easy, but it's been done. Yes, before other people have done it. I've done it. Other people have done it. Yes. Don't wait until you get the qualification until you come and say I'm going to look for experience, or I'm going to take the experience first, then I get a qualification later. Yeah, side by side. Yeah, this is what I will encourage, and that is the extra mile I'm saying as well. Yes, this is the month of March. I don't know why I'm talking now this morning, get some energy from Swansea University yesterday, you understand? And but there's so much, I'm telling you, that was discussed yesterday. And here, from the mouth, of these young people and other guys as well. A mixture, cross-section of and the delegates yesterday, I'm telling you, there's so much, one learned from it. Yeah. Don't, seriously, don't. Yeah, take the qualification, yes, and then the work, together. Let it be the extra mile that you go, yeah. But take the molecular accountancy formula serious, yes, because that is the opener for you, yes, to deliver your service. You could do, quite great job, for people out there, and even for yourself, yeah. Uh, um, I know guys are busy. You're gonna be asking people, well, you know what, Robert, can you help me? Robert is busy. James, can you help me? James is busy. Mama, can you help me? Mama is busy. Noah, busy. But I'm saying to you guys, don't stop. Yes. Okay, that extra mile I'm asking you to do, yeah, if you have to send flowers, or coffee or chocolate, yes, try and find it in a really nice way. These guys are human beings themselves, you understand? If you do that, I'm telling you, they will stop. Yes, and they will give you, some support. Yeah, so don't just give up. Yeah, I don't think that they want to support you, they want to help you. Yes, try and understand themselves. That emotional intelligence. We're going to apply that. Yeah, if you don't help you today, try and go back again. Yeah, tomorrow. If you don't help you tomorrow, go back again. Yeah, don't give up. And if you keep going, then they're not doing it, then maybe come and talk to me or talk to Alert and Linda. Yes, or Sepede. Yes. And if that is happening, then escalate it. Then come to me. You understand? But don't give up, I'm saying. Yeah. Because you know how it is, everybody, is until we get to that critical mass, yeah, where we got so many people, with with so much experience across the board. Yes, it's not going to flow. Yeah. So it's just imagine if we got 20 people who got, very good experience, then you guys will not have much problems. But we don't have that. Yes. So remember that. Yeah. So be nice. Yes. And talk nicely to you. But even think nicely about your colleagues as well. Yeah. Because you'll be able to attract them. Yeah. But if you keep talking badly about them, then, you're going to be pushing them away. Yeah. Remember that, the law of attraction. Yeah. So this small place, I'm asking all of us, including myself, to go the extra mile. There's a lot of stuff that we are doing, we've been working on, particularly with this program, the university program with the ACCA. It will help us to get more business, you will get more what you call that, credibility, you understand? I mean, by the time I finished yesterday in Wales, I'm telling you, they will know us now. Yes. So Cardiff, and Swansea, well, sorry, these guys, Moracle will be there now, I'm telling you. Yes. And it's the biggest crowd I've ever met, I'm telling you, going to these universities, so again, it's good news for us. Yeah. So let's see how we can leverage it. Are you with me, guys? Yeah. Let's go the extra mile. Yeah. And if we do, I'm telling you, we'll get a result. Yeah. I know this has been like a lecture this morning. Yes. But let's it be, a good lecture. Yeah. Let it be a good lecture. It's the month of March. 2 months have already gone in the year. Yes. By the time you realize it will be the end of the year. What is it that you want to do for yourself this year? Yeah. Okay. So thank you for listening. And thank you for all your contribution and the commitment. Also your prayers as well. Yes, we all believe. We're not here just by ourselves. But we've got to divide whatever it is that you believe in. Understand? There's somebody out there is looking over us. Yeah, and I'm sure by the grace of God, we'll get to where we want to be. Yeah. So thank you guys. Yeah. And keep going the Moracle accountancy way. Yes. The Moracle accountancy formula. Yes. Once you're here, yes, you'll be fine. Thank you, Linda. Yes. Good to see you back, and Sepede, and Let. And so I don't know whether you guys have explained what Alert is going to do. So Alert is now in a different capacity now. So if you remember, Alert was standing in for Linda. Yes. Okay. Now Linda is back. And then, this is now between Linda, and Sepede decided, well, they want to keep Alert. So there you go. You see? Yeah. So once you become Moracle, you're always going to be Moracle. Yes. So Alert is now, now moves, to another, side of the business now, Alert is now working with me to bring in new clients. You understand? So it's a massive job, big job. Yeah, but Alert decided, well, you know what? Yeah, she's going to do it, so yeah, let's pray for her, let's support her, so we're going to bring more clients, yes, to Moracle, so that you guys will get more clients. Yeah. So welcome again, Alert, in the new hat. Yeah. And we're looking forward to bringing in this client. So every month now we're going to bring new clients, yes. And every month, new business will know to be new business. So nice time for us to grow. Yeah. And get more people coming out, joining us as well. So there you go. Yeah. So we thank God. Yes. And but also thank you guys for all the work that you're doing. Sometimes it's tight, when clients are complaining, um, I give some secrets, I'm telling you, yes. And sometimes even me, when, clients complain, it gets to the point where I say, maybe I should consider resigning. Yes. But then, this is the human flesh. Yes. It's pain, well, hold on, particularly if the client is not paying us, whatever it is, and I do go through this. I go through it, like, but then again, I sit down again and say, no, hold on. No, that's not the reason why you're doing this. Yes. If you don't have the capacity to take on, when client is not happy, you understand, for some reason, if you don't have the capacity to take that on and process it, you understand, and see the benefit from it, sorry, that's not, you're not in this business. You're observing. Yeah. So even me, I'm telling you, I get to that point where, I'm telling you, I almost like, well, let me resign. I think we have to resign. Yeah. Yeah, let's resign. But you know what? You'll think everything again, sorry. You see, there's a lot of lessons to learn. Yeah, they're difficult conversations. So I want to express that and say thank you for, being exposed to these kind of situations. You understand? And I'm telling you guys, if I'm saying, record them. Yeah, learn from it. Don't be shy. Yes. But don't allow them, to what you call it now, to devalue you, Yes, this is what I'm saying. Yes. So when things happen, you got to be able now to come back again to the base, But also I'm saying to you, Linda is back now. I'm not saying Alec was not doing, but Linda is, he's got some, some what you call it, some formulas for you guys. Yes. And so we're gonna be talking a lot about, how we deal with issues like this, because we're saying it. And Linda is saying, because again, you see, that's the other thing, and how open we are. When I'm talking yesterday, I'm saying, my PA, who is based in Uganda, yes, working from Uganda, yeah, have access to my email. So it's my email. It's what? Of course, it's the business email. Yeah, so it's got my email address. It can access my email. You can see everything that's coming into my email. Yes, and that's how we operate. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, these are things that it's like it's unheard of. You understand? Um, but again, this is the level of trust that we have, and we should have, guys. Yes, because if we don't, you're gonna stop us. Yeah, to serve. Are you with me? It's gonna stop
Yeah.
us. We're gonna have that trust, but I'm not saying that that trust is not going to be protected in a way. Yeah, just open it up like this. No, sorry, we're not saying that. Yes, but human beings, particularly if we're all here today, this morning, you're listening to this conversation, we have to trust each other and support each other. Yes, and until somebody does something where you know uh even like, for example, they say the prodigal son. Yes, that story, I like that bit where it says when it came to his senses. Yeah, when he came to his senses, yeah, what means is, well, it drifted, and it got to the point, oh no, I want my own share, let me go and do my own thing, and then he get to his senses. Yes, then what happens? Yeah, so we all will get to that point. So it's the extra mile, guys. Yeah, so we're doing things here in unison. Yeah, support. We're gonna come. If you got problem, don't keep it to yourself. Yeah, come back again to the center. Yes, Alet is here. Sepede is here. You got now Linda. Yes, and I tell you, this is how we're going. Before it was only me. Yes, taking all of this. Yes, people are throwing things at me. No wonder. I tell you. I'm so hard now. Yes, but now I got three people now. I'm telling you. You got Alet, you got Sepede, you got Linda. Yes. So come, if what's your anger? This is where, in legal terms, you say the legal people call it even the profession, we have a terminology for this. A legal what you call it now, privilege. That's a privilege. Here, the clients are not here. You understand? So we can talk about them here. Yes, we can express, our feelings here about what we're going through. They're not here. Yes, okay. But when we meet them, sorry, it's got to be love. Yeah, it's got to be, we're happy to meet them. We're going to show. You cannot, meet a client and then, you have no, sorry. Yeah, but here you can come and vent your anger. Yes, I'm not happy the way the client treated me. I'm not happy. So we got that legal, privilege, so we can have the conversation here. We can discuss. This is strategizing. Are you with me? Like, the government people, they have here in the UK, they call it the COBRA. Yes. When they say the COBRA or the US, that COBRA meeting, oh my goodness. Well, we can have it here. So Linda, Sepede, and Alet, please, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Have an opening, ears, listening out. Yeah. Some people are very good at talking. Some people are not very good at talking. Yes. But when they're not talking, they are saying a lot. You understand? Okay. So again, reach out, the support, because that's what it is. The team is getting bigger and it's gonna grow. Yeah. So yeah, you be out there listening, for all of these things that are not spoken, bring it, so that we can have this conversation, to see how we can support each other. Yeah. And so I'm appealing. So that again, that's an extra mile to go. Yes. The extra mile. Yeah. And then if we do this more and more and more, looking after other individuals, then it will make life much easier for all of us. Yeah. Okay. So thank you again. Yes. And happy new month again. Yes. Month of March. Gonna be a beautiful month, and in all, whatever it is that we want to do for Moracle, yeah, and ourselves, yeah, and let it be, yeah. All right, thank you. Yes, got I got some interesting interesting clients conversation. Smayama. Hi, Mayama. Yesterday, you know, Mayama was working with me, you know, till almost like midnight last night, you know. Mayama, can we see your face? You know, it's been a long time I've not seen your face, Mayama. What is going on there?